I have a 2005 Honda Accord. This is the four-cylinder engine. That's the LX. It doesn't matter what the trim is. It's a four-cylinder. What we're going to do is go ahead today and do a drain, a partial oil change for the automatic transmission. Keep in mind this will only change part of the oil in the transmission. And this is something that should be done on a regular basis anyways. If you look at the service manual, they never ask you to change all of the oil. It's always part of the oil, and that part of the oil is what sits in the transmission at the bottom. So that's about 3 quarts, but it's best that you measure the oil that comes out so that you put back the same amount of oil that you've put in. One thing to do is to bring the car back up to operating temperature before you do any of this service. Check the oil level before you go ahead and change the oil. This way you know if it's running low or running high or running whatever. Very basic. We're going to remove a drain plug from underneath. And I'll show you where that is. You don't even need to jack the car up to do this oil change. I've only done it so that I can get down here and show you. This is the drain plug right here. It's got a crush washer underneath that behind it that you want to change as well at the same time. So this is the one that you open up. You'll catch it in a pan. Once you've done that, you come to the top, and here is the dipstick for checking the oil, and you basically refill from this location right here. And later on, down the road, I will do a separate video that shows you how to replace the oil filter for the transmission. It's a filter that never does get serviced, so it's not something that they suggest in the manual, nor do they do it anyways at the dealership. But it's something that if you have an older or a high mileage vehicle, it's always best to go ahead and change it. Changing an oil filter is significantly cheap, so there's no need to leave it in there dirty for the rest of its life. And that filter is this thing right here. So in order to get to it, you may want to go ahead and remove the air filter assembly. Once you've done that, you'll probably have a little bit more room to be able to reach down there and undo, as you can see, that bolt. That rusted bolt right there, and that right where my finger, where the shadow of my finger is pointing to. And there's got to be another one there. But anyhow, once that bracket comes out, this unit comes off. Simply use a set of pliers to undo those clamps and take it off. It's a little hard to get in there, but you'll have to work at it. So that's basically it. So just to run you through, open up the drain plug underneath, remove whatever comes out. You're going to refill by putting the transmission fluid back in there, and you always want to use the Honda recommended oil, and that is this thing right here. You can either pay a lot of money and buy it from Honda, or you can buy it for, like, I believe it's like $5 or $6 from CarQuest. They carry pretty much all of the oils. In fact, for my Hyundai Elantra, I paid like almost close to $9 for a 12-ounce thing, whereas I just got one for $3 a quart. Sorry, $3 for that same bottle, the 12-ounce bottle. So, anyways, just CarQuest is a place that you should always look at before buying anything at your dealership. Alright, well, that's about it. Let me get started, and if I come across something of any significance, I'll go ahead and show it to you. Alright, so I've got the bolt loosened up, and I'm going to go ahead and remove it. As you can see, I probably should have caught the bolt, but anyways, here's the transmission fluid coming out of it. It's significantly dirty. The oil level was fine, so I'm going to go ahead and just remove the jack and let it flow out. So here is the bolt pulled out, and I'll put it underneath white material. So you can kind of see, how you can see those lines on there. That is sludge, metallic particles, I guess, that have built up over time in here. So I don't know, I can't seem to be able to get a better shot at this. Let me see if I zoom in. Maybe if I zoom out. There we go. Kind of, you can see kind of over time it's just been built up. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this clean, and you should be able to see what this looks like. So there's a fair amount of very, very, very fine particles on here. So nothing big, but obviously stuff is going to accumulate on here with time. Like any moving parts, you're going to have some type of wear. And so cleaning this thing up. So that's it basically. And this is the very fine particles that have come off of it. Okay, I have gone ahead and refilled the transmission up with fluid with oil, and I've also gone ahead and checked it and made sure that the fluid is in between these two holes. In fact, I filled it up to this hole here. Initially the transmission oil was somewhere up here. So that's it. So you want to make sure you get the transmission warmed up, because the car is cooled down, it's cold outside. And so I kind of had to, after putting in 3 quarts, I kind of had to let it warm up, and it was somewhere here, somewhere right, just a little tad over the upper hole, and then I filled it up to this position. Basically, we pulled out 120 ounces, so each quart is about 32 ounces, fluid ounces. So that was putting me at approximately 4 quarts, a little under 4, to refill. But like I said, originally when I checked the fluid level was somewhere up here. So what you want to do is you just want to maintain it so that it is between these two holes. Preferably it stays full at the upper hole. So the other thing is since you're going to put whole oil through here, you want to give it a good 10 minutes for at least all that oil to drain down through, so none of that stuff rubs on this thing when it pulls up. So that's about it. I hope this video is helpful in getting your transmission oil changed. Perhaps I'll do another one for the oil filter, transmission oil filter change some other day. Alright, well, let me know if you have any questions, and that's about it. Take care.